In the quiet outskirts of a rural village, a man heard faint, desperate cries coming from his backyard one early morning. Curious, he followed the sound and discovered a tiny fox cub, hopelessly entangled in a mesh of netting. Its eyes, wide with fear and exhaustion, met his, and in that moment, something unspoken passed between them. The fox was barely more than skin and bones, shivering from hunger and cold. Its fur was matted, its ribs visible beneath the frail frame, and the desperation in its cries hinted at a life already too familiar with suffering. The man carefully untangled the net, whispering words of comfort as the cub squirmed in fright. Once freed, it didn't run. Instead, it looked up at him with an expression that broke his heart. Moved by the sight, he brought the fox a small plate of food. It devoured the meal in seconds, its body trembling with each bite. Then, unexpectedly, it began to follow him. Step by step, it trailed behind the man until they reached his doorstep. That night, the fox slept on the old rug by his fireplace, curled up and finally at peace. The man, a quiet soul with a kind heart, had never planned to take in a wild animal. But that evening, as he watched the cub sleep, its tiny chest rising and falling gently, he knew he couldn't let it go. His wife raised an eyebrow when he announced their new guest, but she softened when she saw how frail and needy the creature was. As weeks turned into months, the fox grew stronger and bolder. It darted through hallways, leapt onto furniture, and made the couple's once quiet home come alive with mischief. It especially loved the husband's warm bed, where it would burrow under the blankets or wrestle with the pillows, leaving tufts of fur in its wake. The wife wasn't always pleased. She'd often catch the fox mid-chaos, chewing shoes, dragging clothes, or sneaking snacks. Her scoldings echoed through the house, but the fox had a way of tilting its head, wagging its tail, and flashing a perfectly innocent face that melted even the firmest heart. Each time she tried to stay angry, she'd end up laughing instead. For the man, the fox became more than a pet, it became family. Its eyes no longer held fear, but sparkled with curiosity and trust. He loved the sound of its tiny feet scurrying across the floor, the way it nuzzled his arm during cold nights, and the mischief that reminded him of the wild spirit it came from. He often thought back to the day he found it, fragile, voiceless, and alone. The fox didn't just find food or shelter that day. It found a home, and in return, it gave the man something just as precious: companionship, joy, and a sense of purpose.